Welcome to ISE's Equity Index Weekly Outlook, a weekly outlook on ISE and other industry indexes, hosted by Patrick Ceresna, a derivative market specialist and investment manager with extensive expertise in options and the broader derivative markets. ISE trades options on more than 15 proprietary sector indexes, as well as broad-based indexes and a variety of licensed benchmarks. ISE continually enhances its trading systems and develops new index options products to provide investors with the best marketplace and investment tools to trade smarter.
Hello and welcome to the ISE Equity Index Outlook for July 11th, 2011. This is Patrick Ceresna. As always, we start off with the S&P 500 using that spider exchange rate fund symbol SPY. We had a very robust 7-8 day rally that led up until Friday's jobs numbers, which brought about a much needed profit-taking cycle. More than likely, there may be a little bit of a further consolidation lower in the first part of this week as we backfill off of that big rally. There probably could be even selling as deep as 132, 131 on the downside, right toward that focal point below. But really, this is only for the bulls to lose. As far as I'm concerned, if the bulls dig in and hold support lines and contain the selling to 1, 2, 3 days of consolidation with no real technical damage, the bulls will immediately jump on that and begin another leg higher. It would only take a sustained technical damage of 2, 3 sell days that wipe out, let's say, the 130, 131 level on the downside and immediately put the entire rally that we've seen in question. So a lot of what our forecasts will be for the next month or two will be dependent on how the bulls do in the first part of this week. Next here, I want to take a look at the ISE US Regional Banks Index, symbol JLO. We're more than likely coming in for some sort of a double bottom retest during a consolidation if the whole market is overdue for one. If we see another retest of this 23 level, so long as the regional banks do not make lower lows, then we should see a good bottoming formation, and subsequently a solid break above 24 would open the window for a new robust rally in the regional banks. At this juncture, though, we don't want to be jumping ahead of ourselves. Let's just see whether the bulls can actually dig in and prevent the support line around the 2250, 23 level from being broken. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE Index, which is symbol SIN. It's an index of all the casino, tobacco, and distillery companies. Essentially, we're now right up into that 140, 142 focal point where all the highs came in from the month of May. Really, at this stage, this area continues to show strength. And if we have any legitimate break to new highs on this index, then the measured moves all target a minimum 145, but definitely measure all the way up into the 150 area up above. So it'll be very interesting to see whether or not the bulls can make this push. It would be very natural for there to be even a 1 or 2 day pullback before that makes that move later in the week. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE Home Builders Index, which is symbol RUF. And the home builders have been edging their way higher for the last 2-3 weeks, and even on the jobs numbers, never really did any major reversal. At this stage, there is some significant overhead resistance approaching this 920, 940 area. That should make it difficult for the first attempts to break out. But so long as we again see the home builders stop making lower lows, we could certainly start seeing some opportunity develop from there. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE Natural Gas Index, which is symbol FUM. And here we had a nice break of that descending trend line as it held along the 124, 126 focal point from the previous weeks. At this stage, there was a little reversal candle, which means, again, the natural gas index could see 1 or 2 days of additional selling, particularly if we see that in the broader markets. But if we see the natural gas index not make a lower low and that 124, 126 focal point holds, it should be the base from which natural gas can start to rally. Finally, I want to take a look at the ISE Mini FTSE 100 Index, which is a symbol UKX. And the FTSE made it all the way back to its 52-week highs up along the 605, 610 area with that big red reversal candle coming in. At this stage, again, it would be very natural, just like with the S&P, for there to be a little bit of consolidating on the downside. We could see 590 very easily on little pullbacks. But again, this is for the bulls to lose. If we see a couple days of selling and then good healthy basing and reversals, that would be the foundation from which the bulls can attempt a significant another leg higher. So it's going to all be about the degree of selling that we see in the early part of this week. That was your ISE Equity Index Outlook. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For more information about Patrick Ceresna and to sign up for free index options trade alerts, visit www.optionsource.net. To learn more about ISE index options, visit us at www.ise.com/indexoptions.